Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks. We are talking about different types of enablers during the scene of Draupadi Vastrapaharanam. So let's talk about Shakuni today. Shakuni is the maternal uncle of Duryodhana and he is a master at throwing dice and influencing the outcomes. He, he offers his services to Duryodhana in the game to rig the game to ensure that Duryodhana wins, and Duryodhana accepts. And he he knows that it would not be a fair game, and he also wants to establish Duryodhana as the king. He wants to establish uh, Duryodhana's power, and he wants to remove the threat of Pandavas that might arise in the future. He wants to do this so that he can have access to power through Duryodhana. Well, he himself is the prince of Gandhara. He's the ruler of Gandhara, a small kingdom, and he needs the support of Hastinapuram, the from where Duryodhana rules, for various reasons, for various activities. So he wants to ensure his position, and he wants to cement the support from Hastinapuram, and he wants to make sure that he has access to the power through his nephew Duryodhana. So he offers help to Duryodhana even after knowing that it's not fair, it's not right. He has his own selfish reasons. So we have people like Shakuni surrounding powerful, toxic people. They need something from the toxic person, and hence they help them. They actively help them because they want access to the resources and power and authority that is in the hands of this toxic person. And toxic people always try to expand their empire, expand uh, their span of control. They want they want access to a lot of resources, and they want to be an authority over a lot of people. They want to control a lot of people. So these people, like Shakuni, seek access to such power because they don't have such a large amount of power in their hands. They are toxic in their own ways. They are toxic to people that they control, but these they seek support from a person who has a larger span of control and help them. Even people who are not as not very toxic cater to the toxic people for their support for various reasons. Yes, it is easier to cater to them and support them and access and seek their help when needed, because they see this toxic person as a very powerful person, and it helps to have a powerful friend, right? So that is what they are thinking. That is why they are helping the toxic person. That is why they are boosting the ego of the toxic person. That is why they are supporting them. They're emboldening them, and even whatever happens, these people will always take the side of the toxic person because in future they want some support from the toxic person, and they don't want them to hold this event on their head saying, you didn't support me at the time, why should I support you? So they support a toxic person, they support the big bully. So we have people in our lives like this. It is easier for uh, for them to support and take the side of the toxic person than actually protect others. Say, say you have a tiff with your cousin, and it is very clear that you are on the right. You are the victim. Your cousin is the abuser. You go to your parents and you explain, you narrate the whole incident and ask them to support you, ask them to protect you. But your parents refuse because they want the support of your aunt and uncle. They don't want to ruffle feathers with your aunt and uncle, so they don't step in, they don't try to protect you and say, well, let it go. They are your cousin. You don't you share with your cousin. You have to be you have to be compassionate. You have to understand your cousin. You have to cater to your cousin. So the only reason they give is because we are family, and no other reason. There's no justification. There's no proper justification for their lack of support, for their lack of protection. They just don't want to lose the support that they are receiving from their brothers and sisters or their aunts and uncles. So, in spite of you being abused, your parents don't want to protect you because they lose out on the support that they would receive if they stepped in. And also in the workplace, when there is someone who is being exploited and they seek assistance, they seek support, the support is not given because the person who is actually exploiting them is a star performer. So they have their own reasons to not protect the victims because they are getting a better service from the actual perpetrator, and they support the perpetrator. They uh, they always take the side of the perpetrator. So these are the Shakunis in our lives. They have their own agendas, they have their own selfish reasons for not supporting and protecting the victims, and they are, more often than not, they are abusers in their own way in different areas.